Hey guys, welcome back to the Jetpack hunt here in Grand Theft Auto 5. My name's RJ, and I have some really interesting things to get at today. In fact, in the last episode, we looked at what was probably a demon or maybe an alien silhouette underneath the Zancudo Bridge. And believe it or not, there's actually another demonic figure here in the game, so we'll check that out. We will be looking at a pretty suspicious area. In fact, it's got some very memorable scenes linked up in the real-world version of the area in some really popular movies. So I'll be showing that off. I think that maybe there is something that could happen there we'll have to take a look at. And we'll also be looking at another jetpack symbol. You know, a lot of people, of course, know the two jetpack symbols, one on top of the mural on Mount Chiliad, and the other one, which is kind of hidden in the Ultras camp. You have to shine the light of the sun on it, or you know, you could use the space docker to maybe shine your green light to make it a green jetpack symbol. But there is a third jetpack symbol as well, so we'll look at that. Definitely want to see what you guys think. But we're going to start off in one of the missions in the game. The mission is called Did Someone Say Yoga? And we all know yoga is pretty much referenced with all these undiscovered Easter eggs and mysteries here in GTA 5. And the one thing I really wanted to get at is what's about to happen is we are going to be abducted by aliens and one of the hidden UFOs here in the game. Now, Michael has just drinking some, looks like purple drink or scissor, if you guys know what that is. So I can't tell if he's just out of it, if he's hallucinating, so maybe everything that's about to happen is just in his head. Or it could all be real. It could be something that actually is happening to him and really just linking him directly with these aliens and UFOs. So maybe he's the one who's going to be going back. Now, there you have it. Those are the monkeys that I really wanted to get at in this episode. I think these monkeys are symbolizing something, and they have something to do with the Easter egg. I don't know how, but look at them. They're really crazy. What do they have to do with the aliens and the UFOs? You can see the green light shine on them, and you know, you could also see the green light coming down from the Zancudo UFO, so maybe we can correlate those two things there with the green light. But yeah, I just find the monkeys to be highly suspicious. Don't know what they have to do with these damn aliens here who are currently doing tests and probing us, I'm sure. I'm not sure how we could actually do more with the monkeys. Now, each character can actually wear a monkey mask, so maybe the space monkey mask, maybe we have to do something with that. Maybe these monkeys here before getting on the UFO, or just a sign. Definitely know what you, or let me know what you guys think. I just feel like that's a little bit suspicious there. I mean, what the hell are they doing there? Is it just a hallucination by Michael? That is the question. Or is it symbolizing something to do with monkeys? Suspicious to me. This is a pretty memorable part of the game. I'm sure you guys who have beaten the game definitely remember this. And, you know, this whole mission, there's a lot of really interesting hints and things that they say that correlate with this mystery. Of course, it has to do with yoga. One of the parts of the mission is titled Praise the Sun. And that's one of the really big clues that we've been given there at the Ultras camp. So there's probably a lot we have to look into. In this particular mission, maybe there is something hiding for us to see. One last thing I will show you when it comes to the Did Someone Say Yoga mission is where you come back to. Here's Michael. It's a little suspicious area here, and if you keep going straight, you will find some sort of I don't know, little huts over here. I don't know if they're bathrooms or what, but you will see there's a sign on the wall that says no loud stereos and unnecessary use of horns. Probably means nothing, but maybe it's a clue to use the space docker horn, because those are the only horns that really have meaning that I could think of. And I just wanted to show that off real quick. Like I said, probably nothing, but it is interesting that this is the area they choose to spawn you in, and there is that sign, you know, of course, all over the walls here. So let's go ahead and check out something else here in the game. I hope you guys understood what I was talking about when it comes to the monkeys. Actually, a couple of our subscribers here, I think one of our subscribers, Kyle Trotter, definitely want to give a shout out to him. I believe he was one of the guys who actually told us about the monkeys, so definitely wanted to show that off. I agree with him, very suspicious. What the hell do they have to do with the UFO and the aliens there? Maybe this rock is suspicious. Maybe this is another rock that will, have something show up if we shine the sun's light on it. Who knows? But there's got to be a reason why we were spawned right here after those weird events there. This is an interesting dirt pile here. Maybe there's something hidden underneath, as it looks a little bit similar to the dirt pile found at the cemetery area. So who knows, guys? I'm going to show you another demonic face on the other side. I'll see you there. Here's our next stop, the infamous Penrith building, where you can both shoot for the stars and see the eye. And if you look at the stars in the Penrith logo, there are 5. So maybe that correlates with the 5 stars that we can get in our wanted level. Maybe we should try to get 5 stars and come back here. Definitely one of my theories. I actually tried it out. Nothing seemed to happen, but maybe I was doing something wrong. Now, in the last episode, we were in the Fort Zancudo area, and we showed off what appeared to be a demonic figure underneath the bridge. And there's actually another demonic or possibly alien figure hidden here at the Penrith building of all places. On the ground, you can see these circular, looks like green or turquoise, tiles. And if you look inside of them, hopefully you guys can see that, you can make out what looks to be a face. You can see eyes, looks like jagged teeth there, and the same thing is in all of them. Not sure if the light kind of changes up the face. This one's in the shadows and you can see it just fine. In fact, you might even be able to see it better. But pretty creepy, guys. Not really too sure what these figures have to do with anything. I just find them highly suspicious. I think they're intentional, and certainly think they're eerie as well. But there you have it. There is another figure here in the game, and like I said, I think that both of them are intentional. But what do they mean? Now, this is kind of a variety episode here, as I will show you 4 different things. Let's move on to the third area that I wanted to show off here. Very suspicious. Okay, here we are at the observatory. You can see there is a pretty interesting orb on top of this structure here in front of the observatory. It kind of reminds me of the orb that we saw across from the Penrith building. Hopefully you guys saw that episode, so you know what I'm talking about. So maybe there is something going on here as well. I actually wanted to show off this tunnel, which is, of course, leading to the observatory down here. Now, this tunnel should look very familiar to you guys. This is a pretty popular tunnel in real life. It is known as the Observatory Tunnel, and it is home to some extremely popular scenes in a couple of very epic movies. For one, Back to the Future. This is the very tunnel where Marty McFly was trying to escape from Biff, and then you had Doc come and scoop him up in the DeLorean. But this is the tunnel that they drove through. It looked a little bit longer just because of they used like a wide angle lens and some effects to make it appear longer, but this is really it, and it looks a lot like the real life counterpart. It was also seen in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's where Bob Hoskins' character drove through the tunnel and went to Toontown. And then it's also seen in the movie Pagemaster, which is a Macaulay Culkin movie. He drove through while it was storming outside, a bunch of lightning, and then he eventually went up to the observatory where he kind of transformed into a cartoon. He got sent into a different world, and that's one of the main themes of this area, is just really crazy events, magical events happening. And right now it seems like there's not much going on here. So maybe there's more that meets the eye. Maybe there's more to it. And I just feel like with an area that has been showed off in such high regard in some really popular movies out there, maybe there is something more that we have to find. It's just a little suspicious. And this area just sticks out to me, man. I hope you guys are familiar with Back to the Future and that scene, because it's just so damn memorable to me. This is just an awesome scenic area, and I hope there is more for us to find here, both dealing with the tunnel and the observatory as some of the most suspicious areas in the game. So I will meet you in the fourth area, where I will show you off another jetpack symbol. This is probably the biggest thing I'm going to get to in this episode, because another jetpack symbol, and this one actually has a crazy lighting glitch that I wanted to show off. Really seems cool, and let's go check it out. Here's our final stop in this episode, the Altruist Camp. It is sunset, which means we can see the jetpack symbol. Definitely suspicious, guys. What the fuck? Why are they putting this here? Is it just a sign that they're going to be adding the jetpack eventually? I sure as hell hope not. But there is another jetpack symbol here that we have to look at. And why is there two jetpack symbols in the Altruist Camp? Does that mean this is where we are going to find the real thing? I hope so. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you are new. We really appreciate the support. And hopefully we will have a jetpack to show off very soon. There's suspicion that it is actually coded in the game, or maybe that's not real at all. Maybe that is just another fake thing to come down the line. A lot of fake bullshit we have to deal with, so who knows if it's real or not. Alright, let's look at another jetpack symbol. Oh, these guys look like they want to shoot me. Let's avoid them. But yeah, if you look on the door right there, you can see another jetpack symbol. It's really not that hard to see at all. In fact, it's pretty blatant. It's obvious. If you look at it, you can see the two handles on each side. What appears to be the tank, or probably the thrusters here in the back. And it's really the same basic shape of the jetpack found in GTA San Andreas. Oh boy. Time to terminate all of these fucking creepers. You guys don't want to fuck with me, or at least you don't want to fuck with Trevor and his special ability to turn invincible and go into rage. Stay down. Alright, there's one guy hiding behind the building. Let's shoot him off real quick before I show off the rest of this jetpack symbol. Die. Really, because what I wanted to show you is kind of a lighting glitch. I mean, some of you probably know about this jetpack symbol already, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. Maybe it's just another sign that the jetpack is here in the camp. But the one thing that I find interesting, especially when it comes to lighting and dealing with the light here at the Altruist Camp, is if you kind of walk back and forth, you can see the light phase in and out around the cabin there of that jetpack symbol. So I find it pretty cool. It's probably a glitch, but it's pretty interesting how you do see a light fading in and out. And considering the significance of the light and how much they're pointing us towards it, maybe that just shows something off. Maybe the fact that the light is showing off a glitch or something there. Something cool looking, that's for sure. I hope you guys can see it good on the recording. Maybe it's another sign. Probably not, but I find it's cool. And of course you have another jetpack symbol. Damn you guys, stop shooting at me. Definitely let me know what you guys think. Appreciate you watching the jetpack hunt here at the channel. Like I said, I have a feeling we're probably going to be showing off something pretty massive here pretty soon, whether it be in a DLC or, my main theory is that if they do add something, it will not just be for us to obtain. It's going to be hidden in the game. And maybe they'll even let us know. Maybe they'll say, hey, we put the jetpack in, but you guys still have to find it. Good luck. That would be awesome. Uh-oh. Oof. So, yeah, once again, thank you guys. Drop your comment if you have anything that you want to add to this episode. I know I showed off 4 different things, so let me know what you think about each of the topics I covered in this installment. Do you feel like any of the things have to do with the jetpack itself. I mean, I feel like all four things could definitely directly correlate to the mystery. So, see you guys in the next episode. I'm RJ, and hopefully we will have a jetpack or some other kind of big undiscovered Easter egg in the game very, very soon. Later, guys.